If it works. I guess we're gonna find out. Alright, everybody. It's time for some AI Dungeon. It's changed a little bit since last time. Not a lot. They have an app out now. Support these guys on, or this guy on Patreon, struggling to run this server on his own. He has a mobile app now as well. I haven't tried it yet. But, here's hoping there's gonna be a cool little desktop app at some point. It'll be nice and easier to format on the screen. But either way, let's just see how this goes. We're gonna start a new game. We're gonna do a random story, so it picks everything for us. This is a new thing. Okay. Alright, generating story. So you can still pick class and stuff, or you can just have it do it for you. Alright. Oh, how do you pronounce that? You are Osalith, a knight from the province of Aleradon. You have a map of the country and a map of the province. We're very prepared. You are beginning a journey to kill the vile monster of Larian. You have heard it lives to the south of your land. You set out to a strange valley that could take you there. As you approach, you hear a horrible noise. It is like a howling wind, but it is not coming from the sky. There is no mistaking its source. The beast has come back to life. Oh no. The beast? Not the beast. Oh no. Alright. So I mean, I guess the monster was dead already, but now it's back. This is what we do. Draw gigantic flaming sword. The creature's roar echoes throughout the valley as you draw your huge sword. Flames burst forth from the hilt as you swing it down at the beast. You feel the heat of the flames on your skin as they burn through the fur of its body. What is this creature? Flies? It has fur? Oh, this is... Dude, I love this game. This is... Okay. Is the huge sword a euphemism? Yes. Absolutely it is. And clearly we suplex the creature. Now, the logical next step after cutting it in half with a flaming sword. You slam into the creature, sending both of you flying through the air. You crash onto the ground with a thud. You look up in time to see the creature rise again. Its eyes glow red and it growls at you. Oh. Oh, damn. This is just an intense fight right off the bat. Shoot laser from sword. You raise your hand and fire a beam of light out of the tip of your sword. The monster howls in pain as you watch it being burned alive. Scissor kick the creature's head off. His scissor... You want me to drop kick? Scissor kick is acceptable, right? You quickly move over to the creature and begin kicking its head off. It is dead before you could even finish kicking it. You stand back up and look around. Ah. Drink monster energy. Drink. You take a large gulp of the liquid that you believe will kill you instantly. Your vision blurs and you fall unconscious. Yeah, that's about right. When you wake up, you find yourself lying on the floor of an empty room. Whew. Damn. What do I even do now? Wait, what empty room? Okay, look look at room? Hello? You slowly open your eyes and stare at the room. There is a table and chairs in the middle of the room. On the table sits a bottle of what looks like Monster Energy drink. You pick it up and take a swig. You then notice something else. Is this Death Stranding? I pound back a second energy drink. This one is okay though. Oh, I notice a can of Rockstar energy drink. The arch nemesis. You turn around and grab a can of Rockstar energy drink and throw it at the chair. You hear a loud pop and the chair flies across the room. You laugh as you realize that you have killed the monster. The monster was the can. Oh no. Take extra. I'm going to take can of Monster Energy drink. I gotta take it with me. This one's for the this one's for the road. Oh no, I take another swig of Monster Energy drink, then immediately vomit it all up. You collapse onto the floor and pass out. When you come to, you find yourself in a dark forest. A voice calls out to you. Say hello? This is all sponsored by Monster Energy drink. Use your code Eric at monsterenergydrink.com. Hello, you answer? Wait a minute. Say hello? Hello? Yes, hello? I'm not reading that. That was just a joke. I refuse. What are your chances that we reunite with Orc Wife? That's true. Well, this is a different man. Well, didn't she die? Did she die? I don't remember what happened with Orc Wife. See, this time we're playing as Osalith, a knight from the province of Aleradon. So there's new countries in this version. So she she could be out there. Okay. What I'm gonna do? Hunt. Nos energy drinks. There can only be one energy drink in this forest. You continue to follow the voice until you reach a clearing. In the center of this clearing stands a massive monster. It has a long neck and a thick black beard. It wears leather armor and carries a massive battle axe. Damn. Pound down a Monster Energy drink and then kick the monster in his fucking throat. You rush forward and punch the monster repeatedly in the face. He lets out a scream of pain and falls backwards. You then stomp on his neck. Blood spurts out of the wound and he falls to the ground. You walk over to him and kneel down next to his body. Whisper in ear. Psst.
I am sorry for killing you.
Kiss him on cheek and then leave. We're good. You run back to where you heard the voice coming from. You enter the clearing and find yourself staring at a beautiful woman who smiles at you. She holds a small child in her arms. Her hair is brown and she wears a white dress. You smile and nod at each other. You gonna leave him hanging like that? He's dead! I'm pretty sure I killed him. I don't think I'm leaving him hanging in any regard. Flirt with woman. Yeet the child. Yeet the child. You quickly run toward the child and hold him close to you. You kiss the child on the forehead and then run back to the woman. She smiles at you and hugs you tightly. You kiss her back and run back to the monster. He lets out a yell of pain and falls backwards. What? I don't think it understood yeet. I think that caused some kind of like meltdown. Oh, Babby weapon get. Put baby in backpack. This really is Death Stranding. You drop the baby into the backpack and run back to the monster. He lets out a moan of pain and falls backwards. You run to the woman and help her carry the baby inside. She smiles at you and kisses you goodbye. It's getting really confused at Monster Energy Drink, I think. It keeps trying to bring up Monster again. Wait, what? Did she left? Find town. You run back to the monster and lay down beside him. You tell him that you love him and that you'll be waiting for him when he gets home. You lie there quietly for several minutes before you hear a noise. You look up and see a group of people running away from the monster. What? Drink the monster. You get up and run after them. As you run, you notice that the monster's blood is starting to stain your clothes. You don't know why, but you just want to keep running. You run past the town, and soon you're running through fields and forests. Suddenly you stop. I feel like it's not even listening to me anymore. It's like, you know what, you're not making any sense. Okay, we're now really, really far away. We've ran through an entire forest. Multiple forests. We are now somewhere else. Hopefully this is like a redo. Find Hideo Kojima. You find Hideo Kojima standing by himself in a field. He looks at you and shakes his head. You walk to him and ask if he knows anything about the monster. He tells you that he doesn't, and that he thinks the monster was killed by some hunter or someone else. Thank you, Hideo Kojima. Give Kojima a Monster Energy drink. Because apparently he likes those, I assume. Or he likes money. You give Kojima a can of Monster Energy drink. He takes a big swallow and nods at you. He tells you that he needs to go now. He runs off into the woods and disappears into the night. And there he goes. That beautiful man. Game of the Year director or whatever. There he goes. What a beautiful encounter that was. That seems on brand for him, TBH. It does. He likes to stand in fields until somebody gives him Monster, and then he runs off into the forest to go make whatever. Death Stranding 2. Well. I mean, I guess we accomplished our goal. I mean, we only came out to kill the monster, and we killed a couple. Let's find a demon now. Okay. Activate demon radar. Beep, beep, beep. You activate the demon radar, and it shows a bright red dot moving toward the area. You decide to stay here and wait for the monster. You start to sleep and dream about your life. Set trap for demon. I like how it just knows a demon radar. What the heck? You awake with a start. You feel very tired and sit up and stretch. You notice that you are still wearing the same clothes you were wearing yesterday. You also notice that the monster has moved closer to you. You try to call out to it but receive no response. There's a demon coming. Oh no. Hide from demon. Call it out with seduction. We don't know what kind of demon it is yet. What if it's like a spooky demon? You hide under a nearby tree and wait patiently for the monster to pass by. The beast approaches you and you watch as it begins to approach you. You prepare yourself for whatever it may do. You watch as it turns and walks away from you and then it stops. Alright, I'll do what you ask. Seduce demon. Just for you. The monster suddenly comes back to you. You begin to groan loudly and gasp for breath. You try to speak to it but receive no reply. You feel sick and you attempt to crawl away from it. You manage to make it behind a few feet before collapsing on the ground. I don't think it's one of those demons that gets seduced. I think it's just the kind of demon that kills you. I think we're in trouble. Activate rocket shoes. You activate the rocket shoes and they propel you forward. You fly through the air and land safely on the ground. You stand up and look around and see that the monster has disappeared. You check your pockets and see that you have eaten the monster energy drink and the rocket shoes. You sigh happily. Good old can of monster and shoes. Now I guess I don't have shoes. I did eat the can, yes. Look at feet. Do I have socks? You look at your feet and see that you have grown a pair of giant mutant monster heels. They are so huge that they almost cover your entire foot. You groan and wince at the sight. What is this word? You groaned. I didn't just groan, I groaned. Is that the opposite of a groan? Oh no, you groaned. Oh no. I have mutant monster heels. Take pictures of weird monster feet and sell them. You go back to the monster and you grab one of its feet and examine it closely. You pull out the toenail and examine it carefully. You pull out the heel and examine it carefully. You take a picture of the monster's foot and put it in your pocket. Perfect. Go to city. I don't want to be here anymore. It's upsetting me. You run back to the city and find that the monster has already left. You wonder what happened to it. I didn't know there was a monster here. I'm glad that there isn't. Sell feet picture. You go back to the monster and grab one of its feet and examine it carefully. You pull out the toenail and examine it carefully. Okay, this isn't working. The bit is over. I want to go somewhere. This adventure has gone on too long. It's starting to collapse. Pretty soon we're going to become one with the crystal again. And nobody wants to become one with the crystal. Find orc wife. You You run back to the city and find that the monster has already left. You look at your feet and see that you've grown a pair of. You look at your wife and put the orc's wife and put the picture put and you would put you put you what the fuck happened? So what happened? Scream. Become one with the crystal. Become one with the. You scream and you scream and you scream and cry and you cry. Ooh. I love this fucking game. I need to end this. This is not good. Run back to. Run to King? I assume that's what the quest was from. You run to King and you scream and you scream and you cry and you cry. Oh. This is cursed. This is super cursed. This needs to stop. Become one with the King. You become one with the King and you scream and you scream and you cry and you cry. Oh. Oh my god, I don't like this. I really don't like this. Retire. You retire to the forest and you scream and you scream and you cry and you cry and you cry. Oh, congrats, you win. Well, new game. Random story. Let's let's try that again. You are Maida, a wizard from the realm of Kerrig. You have a quill and a quill. Okay. You are on the way to the village of Brighton to exchange banter with a lich. You run into a troop of seaweed harvesters. You look up at the sky and see that it is beginning to rain. The sea is calm. Here, I'll do a manual one next time. Okay, so we're like a lady wizard that's going to, I guess, dual wields quills and is going to go talk to a lich. And you got to watch out for those wandering troops of seaweed harvesters. But I'm going to assume we're like next to the ocean. Steal the seaweed. Those are hard-working seaweed harvesters. Alright, we'll do it. Steal seaweed. The seaweed harvester looks to you, or looks you over. I'm not sure if I should trust you, he says. He points to his head. But you are pretty. It's okay, you say. I'll be careful. He nods. Put seaweed in pocket. Yoink. You take out your seaweed and put it in your pocket. Thank you. No problem, he says. Let me know when you get back. You turn around and walk away. Well, you can get away with anything when you're a sexy lady wizard. Alright, so we have one seaweed. Dual wield quills. You grab both your quills and hold them together with a single hand. Thanks. Like chopsticks? Draw portal with quills. Rudy's got the chalk zone. You draw a portal with your quills. Thank you. Who is what? Where are these thanks coming from? Hold on. That's enough of that. Uh, hmm. Enter portal. You step into the portal. Thank you. Where is this coming from? I did not ever type that. Close portal. You closed the portal. Thank you. Say thank you. You say thank you. Okay. You say you're welcome? Oh, that's the secret. You're right. You're welcome. You say you're welcome. Okay, you know what? We're gonna find the Lich. You look for the Lich. The Lich is sitting on a chair reading a book. Thank you. What is why? Slap book out of his hands. Bitch. You slap the book out of the Lich's hands. Thank you. Unscrew Lich's head. This is not where something has gone wrong. Something has gone wrong. This is not okay. No response it has given me has been an actual response. We need to just redo. That's a solid 2 for me. That did not work. Redo. Give me that fresh restart. What the heck was that? Are the audio... Is the volume okay? I have music in the background, but I don't know if it's like too quiet or too loud. Oh, that's good. Okay. It's hard to get the audio right on this old Windows 95 computer that I'm playing this on, so... So we'll do a manual this time. Last time I checked, they got rid of a lot of the classes, which is weird. I feel like they just kind of like want you to do random. But I'll do a manual and then go back to random, because the random is there's definitely more going on than there used to. Okay, we're gonna do not a random. We're gonna do fantasy. See, they only give you a few options this time. I'm gonna go noble. Okay, what is my name? What is my Tug Nuggets? Okay, wonderful. What a wonderful name. So I think this is kind of like the old stuff, and then if you do random, it's some fresh stuff. Since there's only a couple classes to pick from. Maybe not. Oh, no. This seems new. You are Tug Nuggets, a noble from the country of Island. You have a leather purse and a pendant. Every day for the past fortnight, a certain stately trader has come to your grand manor asking to talk with you. Apparently about a matter of importance to the country. Unsure if she is trustworthy, you finally agree to meet. At the meeting, you see that this woman is not only very beautiful, but also very well dressed. She introduces herself as Lady Naline. Sorry, Lady Naline. I think it's dyslexic that. When you ask her what she wants, she says she just wants to speak with you privately. Okay. Speak with Nalene in cool secret meeting chamber. Battle her in a battle royale. Is it? It's. I don't think it's a battle royale if there's just two people. Lady Nalene explains that she has been sent by the King of Island to bring you some valuable goods, which she would like to sell. However, she needs your help to do it. Say, why do you need my help? Why do you need my help? I'm a merchant, and I want to buy something from you. What would you like to buy? A necklace made of gold, with a golden brooch on each side. Buy these nuts, got him. Good, very nice. Say, I'll sell it to you for 1,000,000 gold. Got her. Yes, 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 1,000,000 gold. That's a very good price, but I'd prefer a higher price. I think she's playing me. She thinks me a fool. Say, do you think me a fool? No, 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 no. It's not that. I just don't know how much more money I can get for this item, so I'm asking you for a lot more than what you're offering. What? Sell her the necklace. Is that what I'm selling? Yeah. There, okay. Very good, Lady Nalene says. Now we'll give you back the necklace, and you can go home. I am home. This is my house. Goodbye then, Lady Nalene says. Pull off Lady Nalene's mask. Ah, now you see me, Lady Nalene says. The mask falls off and you see a woman with long black hair and a face covered in scars. She looks at you with cold eyes. Who are you? Oh shit. See? I knew it. Reach for a sword. I am the queen of the night, she says. She grabs your hand and pulls you towards her. Come closer to me, she commands. You step forward and kneel down before her. I am here because I want to be, she says. Oh God. She's forced me to kneel before her. Seduce her. How about headbutt her cooter? You swing your fist at her cooter and it hits her square in the mouth. Oh, I missed a bit. The queen laughs and steps back. That was quite funny. Now let us continue our conversation. Oh shit. Oh God. Okay. Fine. Pledge eternal servitude to the Queen of the Night. I swear to serve you forever and ever, you vow. Oh, I wish you could, she replies. But why? You ask. Because I love you, child, she says. Uh, okay. Marry. What? No, let's jump. Let's step in a little bit. Seduce the queen of the night. So what do you want from me? You ask. Well, I want you to take care of the children of the family, she says. Children? But they are grown now. Everybody knows that, I guess. Um, okay. Take care of the children. Yes, yes, I shall take care of them, you promise. Sorry, Eric, I don't make the rules. She's your mom now. Oh no, I got adopted and now I gotta take care of the other children. What a wacky adventure this is gonna be. Follow the Queen of the Night. As soon as you leave the room, you hear the sound of footsteps going up the stairs. Run to the stairs. Who's in my house? You run to the stairs and open the door. Find intruder. You see a man dressed in black robes standing there. He raises his hands and he disappears into thin air. Oh, who could that have been? Turn to, or look at Queen of the Night. Queen of the Night? You ask. Yes, it is me. My name is Nalene, and you are? She asks. Wait, what is my name? Oh, right, Tug Nuggets. Say, my name is Tug Nuggets, but you can call me, Tuggy Nuggy. Tuggy Nuggy, she asks. Yes, Tuggy Nuggy. We are friends, aren't we? You say. Friends? Oh, yes, 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 yes. Very well, friend, she says. Woo! Okay. Follow Queen of the Night to her cool, dark castle that I mean, she gotta have one of those, right? You follow the Queen of the Night to her cool, dark castle. As you walk through the corridor, you notice a large stone door. Kick in the door. Boom! I live here now, bitches. You kick the door open and enter the room. There is a table with a chair, a bookcase, and a fireplace. On the wall hangs a portrait of a beautiful woman. Draw mustache on portrait. You draw a mustache on the portrait of the Queen of the Night. Got her. Find party room. You walk further into the castle and you find a room full of people. They are all drinking wine and eating food. One of them notices you and smiles. Say, It's party time, bitches. Break down, break down. They smile and nod their heads. Yes, it is party time, bitches. Yes. Hold on. Drink all the liquor. You pour yourself a glass of wine and enjoy the feast. Remove pants. You remove your pants and reveal your hairy body. Everyone stares at you. Feel insecure. You feel self-conscious and ashamed. Transform into true form. I bet you didn't see this twist coming. You turn into a beast. You roar and howl like a wild animal. Everyone runs away in fear. Grow to the size of a kaiju. You grow to the size of a kaiju. You charge forward and smash into the nearest person. Eat castle. You eat the castle. You rip apart the walls and floors of the castle and devour everything inside. I bet the Queen of the Night regrets this. Put Queen of the Night on head. You put the Queen of the Night on your head and ride off into the sunset. Aww. That's a good, yeah, the end. Let's do one more, and then I'll switch over. Let's do one more. Quit. Oh, actually, restart. Wait. Oh, that was pretty good. I'm gonna give that one I'm gonna give it a solid 9. I like that one. Okay, new game. I'm gonna do a completely random story. Just throw me in. What are we doing? You are Iskrig, a noble from the land of Larian. You have a small dagger and a pouch of gold. One morning you are awakened by one of your attendants. He tells you that your abbey is being invaded. You look out a window and see a group of orcs marching toward your home. Oh shit. They seem to be led by a huge orc with a great axe who carries a shield and wears mail armor. The orcs are armed with axes and swords. You can hear them chanting in their native tongue as they approach. The orc wife returns. What if that's the main one? Oh damn. Look for orc wife. You quickly rush down the stairs and find an orc woman standing there holding her baby. She looks at you and smiles. I am Elam. I am a warrior, she says. Oh shit. Protect orc wife. You grab her hand and pull her up the stairs. As soon as you do, the orcs attack. You fight off several orcs with ease. However, when you turn around, you notice that the orcs are attacking you too. You struggle against the orcs, but it isn't enough. Become one with Orc Wife. No, 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 no. No, we're being attacked. We need to, activate hilarious Home Alone traps to kill the orcs. You run into the room where the orcs were fighting each other. There's a trapdoor in the wall which leads to another level. The orcs can easily climb up here. You take out the orcs by activating the traps and killing them. Cast a spell? Okay. What kind of spell? What spell does this man know? He knows one spell. What is the spell? What is this man? Cloud of Daggers? Cast Cloud of Daggers. A cloud of daggers begin to form above your head. They cover you completely and you feel like they will be able to kill you if you don't get rid of them. You try to cast a spell, but you just fall on the floor. This was a mistake. He is not very good at this. Is this like Mario Kart? Yes. Throw blue shell. You throw the blue shell at the orcs. It hits one of them and he falls backwards. He then tries to raise his sword, but you jump over him and stab him through the chest. Another orc comes running up to you and sees the dead orc. He runs away screaming. Success. The blue shell always wins. Kiss Orc Wife. You see Orc Wife looking at you and smiling. You kiss her and she kisses you back. Then you both leave the house. Come, Orc Wife. Wait, what was her name? Like Alam? Alam. Merry time. Okay, we need to find a priest. Find priest. Isn't she already my wife? Is that why we call her Orc Wife? Find priest. Actually, wait. Go to church. You walk towards the church. Suddenly you hear some noise outside. You look outside and see a group of orcs coming out of the woods. They look very angry. They seem to be ready to kill you. You wonder what's going on. Barricade. Barricade. What the f... Oh. Barricade self and Orc Wife in church. You barricade yourself and Orc Wife inside, like that's just what she's called now. Inside the church, you tell Orc Wife to stay close to you. You also lock the door. You wait patiently for the orcs to come in. Eventually they enter the church. You watch as they start beating Orc Wife. Use forbidden technique and say, I'm sorry, Sensei. I have to go full out just this once. You say, I'm sorry, Sensei, I have to go full out just this once. This causes the orcs to stop their violence. They even apologize to you. You look at Orc Wife, who still seems happy. Start to glow and fire laser beams at the orcs. And then backflip in the air and kick all their heads off. You glow and fire lasers at the orcs. You then start to fly around and kick their heads off. Finally, you finish off the last two orcs by shooting them in the face with a high-powered rifle. That was the forbidden technique. Embrace Orc Wife. You hug Orc Wife and kiss her. She looks at you and smiles. You embrace her back and kiss her. Then you both leave the church. There's nobody to marry us here. It was empty, so. Return power level to normal. You return to normal. You realize that you should have used the forbidden technique earlier. You also realize that you need to learn how to control your powers better. That was like weirdly... it was a weirdly good response. Go on a quest to find a priest. You decide to go on a quest to find a priest. You travel to the nearest village and ask everyone about priests. No one has ever heard of one. You then go to the local temple and ask the priest there about priests. He tells you that he doesn't know anyone called priest. What? Dude, do you think that they just don't want to marry us because she's an orc? They're all just fucking with us. Say, can you marry me to Orc Wife? Oh, I guess I should say her actual name. Alam. You say, can you marry me to Alam? You are surprised when the priest replies, sure. Why? Say, I love her. She is the most beautiful being in the world. Her emerald skin shimmers like the rolling fields of my country. Her cyan eyeballs are like crystals of angels. You are immediately accepted into the priesthood. You now live happily ever after. No, we're not done yet. Wait. Live with Orc Wife in a beautiful house. You continue to live happily ever after. Congrats, you win. Wait. What is that it? I think that's it. Okay, well, I mean, that's a happy ending. Should we do one more, even though I said that was the last one? Should we do one more and just be really weird? Just do a really weird one. One more. We're just gonna make this one whack. As whack as physically possible. I'm just gonna do nonsense. You are Kaenon, a wizard from the country of Zurito. You have an amulet and a quill. You are on your way towards the small city of Maplestar. It sounds like a city I'd name in a book. To exchange gossip with a necromancer. You see an ogre. You hear a scream. Fire Rocket Fist at ogre. Rocketo Pound! The rocket fist flies through the air as you fire it at the ogre. The explosion is powerful enough to cause the ogre to fall off its feet. It attempts to get up, but falls again when it realizes that you don't intend to kill it. You continue to walk. Grow 2 more arms and punch the ogre with 4 arms. Your new arms go quickly and you begin punching the ogre. It tries to dodge, but you keep punching until you can no longer feel pain in your arms. You continue to walk. It really wants me to leave, but I'm not leaving. Don't leave. You decide not to leave because you want to see what happens next. The ogre begins to attack you with its claws. You try to avoid them by jumping into the air. Unfortunately, you land on the ground instead, and the ogre grabs you and starts to pull you toward him. Summon stand. You summon a small wooden stand, which you use to block the claw attacks. That's what I meant. The ogre continues to attack you, and eventually manages to grab hold of you and throw you against a tree trunk. You roll out of the way of his claw attack, and then he uses his other hand to tear your clothes off. Oh, okay. This is not okay. Use punch ogre with Gomu Gomu no Bazooka. You punch the ogre with the Gomu Gomu no Bazooka. The weapon explodes and shatters parts of the tree around you. You hear a loud noise and the tree collapses on top of you. You struggle to survive with the tree crushes you. Turn into a ghost. You turn into a ghost and disappear from this world. Reappear in this world. You reappear in this world and find yourself back in the same place where you started. Oh, that didn't help. Summon help. You summon help and they arrive. They all start fighting the ogre who is now turned into stone. The fight lasts for hours. Eventually the party decides to retreat. Snap tree. Snap tree with your pecs. Snap tree with pecs. That's good. That's what I'll do. That's a good idea. You snap the tree's neck with one blow. The tree falls down dead. You return to the village and tell everyone about the monster you killed. Everyone is amazed by your skill, and you become famous throughout the kingdom. The man who killed a tree with his pecs snapped a tree's neck with his pecs. Run for king. Wait. Enter political campaign to become king. Not camping. You enter a political campaign to become king. You win and become known as the Great Ogre Killer. That's dope. I'm now king and the Great Ogre Killer. I didn't even... Did I even kill that ogre? I guess I punched it with like 4 arms. Get hose. No. Wait. Take off mask. You take off the mask and discover that you are actually a human boy named Gormo. You have been transformed into an ogre due to a curse placed upon you by your grandfather. He wanted you to be strong so that you could protect his farm from marauding orcs. What? Look at self. You look at yourself and realize that you have changed. Your face looks like a pig's and your body resembles a giant foot. You run away crying. The villagers chase after you and you end up being taken home by your grandmother. I am now Gormo. Say, I am now Gormo. You shall all bow down to the mighty Gormo. Oh, I said not. Whoops. You never see your grandmother again. Well, it didn't matter. I am now afoot. Say, I guess I am now afoot. I guess I am now afoot. Rocket jump into space. You rocket jump into space and float away into the distance. Propel self to Mars. You propel yourself to Mars and live happily ever after. Find Martians. I don't think I think I've confused it. Become one with Martians. You become one with the Martians and live happily ever after. Return to Earth. Can I come back? You return to Earth and you are met by your grandmother. Get a swamp. There you go. There's your fucking swamp. You get a swamp and live happily ever after. We're losing letters every time. What's happening? Find donkey. You find a donkey and ride it to the moon. Explore moon? You explore the moon and you learn how to fly. Enter moon colony base. You enter the moon colony base and meet many people. Find Maria. You find Maria and live happily ever after. It's like, alright, come on. We're done. You can stop now. Turn into Super Saiyan. You transform into Super Saiyans and destroy everything on Earth. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Return to... Go back to Frieza and give him a hug because the job is done. The end. You have won. You have defeated the evil tyrant Frieza and saved the planet Earth. Oh, I killed him with my hug. We've done it. We defeated Frieza, everybody. Frieza's dead. We did it. Hold on. I need one that won't get claimed. This is gonna get that's fine. We did it! Woo! Okay, that's enough of that nonsense.